name is Ifeemi Andrew. Now we look at headlines on the Punch newspaper, just a few here, and the lead one says new virus. Federal government tightens monitoring to quarantine China passengers. Nollywood filmmaker arrested for illicit drug shipments. Federal government can retain VAT as it is. Oyedele. Crude for loan. Local crude demand rises as NNPC Limited battles debt servicing. Labour Party can win 2027 polls without merger. Party. All of these are on the Punch newspaper. If you quickly get onto the Vanguard, you'd also find a few here. Some 2027. Some PDP governors may defect to APC. A source is something you want to read up. The Vanguard. Fubara can transact business with 3 lawmakers. Court rules. Net forex inflows rises 65.7% to $469 billion to $4,692 billion. You'd also find 2025, Nasima, MAN, LCCI, others, chart way forward for economic growth. All of these are headlines on the Vanguard newspaper. For those of us who perhaps missed parts of the news, I'll just run through some of the headlines on the news again. Authorities blame substandard materials for collapsed building in Rivers State. Schools in Rivers State resume for the year. These are some of the headlines that you would find on the news. And of course, in the news, plenty of drama ongoing on Nelga following comments made by Felix Obwa at the luncheon of the new year organized by the FCT minister, where he also said a few things. All right, let's go to the phone lines and get your thoughts about some of the headlines and what you've heard on the news so far. Don't forget to get on Facebook. We are streaming live at Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. Now, you can like our Facebook page, join the live stream, and don't forget to click on the share button, and importantly, keep your comments and contributions very short and straight to the point so we can accommodate as much as possible. Again, it is at Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. Again, at Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. That is the handle. So pick up your phones now and log on to Facebook, like, and join the newspaper review live stream. Drop your comments as well. The numbers to call are 0817 923 0002. 0817 923 0002. You can also call us on 0817 923 0003. 0817 923 0003. It's also a number you can call to get through to us this morning. Don't forget to also take advantage of the WhatsApp portal. WhatsApp messages can be sent to 0809 030 6416. So here on WhatsApp first, this one says, of course, Labour Party can win 2027 election given the massive failure of this government to touch lives of people as expected. I don't think China go wrong from Eneka. I understand the optimism, but I don't think it works that way because many would argue that the APC government is not doing very well. That could be the argument for many because of the economic realities, but they won election in Edo State. That's because it's not the only thing that determines. There might be other contributing factors that people also look at. So let's not just put it all and bundle everything in one place. The governor can transact business with 3 members of court. I hope all those who are still having hope for the 27 lawmakers should wake up from their sleep. This one is Dick from Bonny. Political power is what? I don't understand what you're trying to say. One quarter, thank God. You have to send your message again. It's not comprehensive. Good morning. The governor can transact business with 3 lawmakers. It's a welcome development. Those 27 other lawmakers should wait and recontest and test their popularity in 2027. Soboma from Degema. More messages. Ayana Ugu, King Boy says, good morning. Onelga Youth score Bro Felix Oboat order for calling former Governor Peter Odili old politician that don't have anything to offer. I want to tell me Mr. Obo and his friends and their Oga that Mr. Odili remains the political leader of the state and should be given the respect he deserves. That's Ayana Ugu from Ichie. Next is from Ida in Nkoro. It says, Andrew, good morning. I want to plead with Mr. I did not get what you're saying, whose name you're putting up here. But it says, Martins Ameole is not the speaker. Oko Jumbo is the speaker of the State Assembly. I want to say thank God for the budget that we've passed. River State can move well under the governor. Onyekachi Casey says Fubara can transact business with 3 lawmakers. The court has proven to be the last hope of the common man. On Onyekachi Casey, because you like this one, it's the hope of the common man. Is that that's when it's not. They're not the hope of the common man. All right. Ogo General Justice says the governor can transact business with 3 lawmakers. That's a very good one. The owner and contractor of the collapsed building should be arrested, prosecuted according to law. They can't be taking people's lives this new year. Well, the fortunate thing is no one died, but injuries were sustained. So, regardless, if there was an order asking work on that site to stop and then the owners of the work continued, then questions need to be asked and people need to give answers. All right, let's go to the phone lines quickly now. We start in Bori. Litambari is on the line. Mufasa is also on the line from NTA Road. Take a few calls before we come to your Facebook messages. We have plenty of them. Odelbeli Gosoka says, I'm wishing our students safe journey back to school as they resume for the new session. Jeff Etibekwe says, I think it's high time we stop eye service politics. The subject matter in court remains the issue of 2024 budget and not 2025. Safer Samuel says, amount of building collapse in the states as a result of government poor monitoring and regulation of builders. I think that we have the people to monitor, but they don't go and do the job well enough. That could be another thing too. But Safer, I think I agree with you to some degree. Let government put in more efforts to control the system. I think, and then government should also discipline its workers who they find lacking in their duties. There are people who are required to do this job who are supposed to, they are collecting salaries every month. They're supposed to be doing this job and provide the necessary work environment and tools so that these people can do a good job. I know that they've also complained about very inadequate staffs and very low number of staff. They can't really go around town and do the work as well as they should. So I'm pretty sure the commissioner would be aware of this and will present these things to the governor and see how we can address the problem. We always have these things happen and say we would not want to repeat. Unfortunately, here we are. All right, let's start with Letambari. Good morning, Letambari from Bori. Mufasa from NTA Road, good morning to you.
Yeah, hi Andrew, good morning.
Yeah, go on please.
Yeah, I want to say that the statement credited to Brafeli Soboa, for me, I think it's unnecessary and uncharitable. To refer to the former governor, Dr. Peter Odili, as an old man who has nothing to offer, for me, it is really unfortunate. Brafeli Soboa is somebody that I respect so much. Initially, when I heard that, I thought it's something that is not true. But then again, I think leaders, politicians should check, most of the things they say. Because for me, it amounts to a call to, to anarchy. Okay, the statement that most of them are reacting to today, the former governor did not mention the name of the FCC minister when he was making that statement about one man trying to hijack, the River State and coffers and all of that. So for me, let us try to be guided in our utterances. It's really unfortunate for somebody in his status to make such a statement. But I would say that the court has said that the governor can transact business with the Oko Jumbo-led assembly. I mean, but what else? That's what we have. When the desirable is not available, the available becomes desirable. Pending when INEC we conduct a by-election to replace those who have left. What we have is what we use. So for me, that particular pronouncement is a welcome development and a step in the right direction.
All right, Mufasa, thank you. Uche Ken is in Echie. Good morning, Uche Ken.
Yeah, Andrew, good morning, sir.
Good morning to you.
Happy New Week, bro.
Go on. Happy New Week.
Let me start with the governor can transact business with 3 members. Oh, I think this is not a full detail. Which of the courts I really want to know. Then secondly, the building collapsed in River State precisely at Utah. I think I blame the Ministry of Urban for not doing their job properly. There is no need to blaming the owner of the building. I blame 2 sets of people there, the ministry and the engineer. How can you go ahead to raise a building knowing too well that the materials broke before you? We go nowhere. You only want to do that just to take money? And for the Ministry of Urban, I think I blame you guys very well. The only commissioner that ministry has ever produced was Austin Benchoma, who studied an engineer. Whenever a lawyer started working in a bank as a banker, you know that money will start missing. I believe it is high time for government to sit up and take who studied what and who read what to a particular ministry where they belong to. Yes, all these things we keep on recording it. Finally, Olega people calling out Bro Felix Obua for Odili's sake. A very quick one, Andrew. I have a twin by name, wonderful and winner. Below 3 years. Each time they have access outside the gate, they started packing sand. When an adult go out to meet with them, they pour the adult sand. Have you listened to Odili's documentation for Wike or about Wike? Where he read praises for Wike. Wike is a good man. Wike has done this. Wike, nobody who have not had the governor of this nature. Today, the same man is cutting Wike. And he knows he deserves more sand. Felix Obua, give him more sand.
Abinoye Nabua, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Andrew.
All right, go on.
Yes, the incessant collapse of building in River State. Some time ago, we heard that these things happen in Lagos, but today it's happening all the time. And I think the problem is corruption. We want to arrest the owner of the building. It doesn't end there because his defense will be that he has engaged an engineer, and that engineer has compromised. The people who are artisans too are doing their own, to get more money. So I want to say that we need to prosecute whoever after whatever investigation. All these ones we are hearing, that commissioner for this has gone and seen that the place has been cordoned and all of that, I think is not enough. Let us hear that most of those persons have been prosecuted and imprisoned so that it will serve as a deterrent. The issue of passing the budget to Okojumbo, I think there is nothing you can do now because there is no way you can starve the state for whatever reason. Whether you pass, through the Oko or you do not. I think then we are running the state without a budget. Let's pass the budget. The courts will decide. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. Let's go to Blessed in Alu. Good morning.
Good morning, my brother. Andrew.
All right, Blessed. Good morning.
Pertaining statement from Bro Felix Obua against Peter Odili. Peter Odili is the elder statesman in the state, and people respected him. What he said pertaining Governor Wike, exactly the statement that he said. My brother, let me tell you the truth. Governor Shin Fubara, who brought him is being the FCC minister. You brought him again. After you brought him, you said nobody come 2027 will campaign against him. And then you are the one to want to impeach him. And then to the extent, says that impeachment can never become coup. So impeachment is real. No, that plan has already failed. being the former governor of the state, Peter Odile, he cannot see where things bend and he continue looking. Are you getting me? The statement from the health minister is bent, and the statement from the Professor Isoba is also bent. So with this reason, I'm appealing to make them allow the state to be in peaceful, because if I say yes to simplify government, having said that, court rules that Governor Fubara can do business with 3 lawmakers, exactly. Because other lawmakers, 26 or 27, they are defected from one place to another. And the electoral law stated that if you defected from one party to another, without writing that particular party, you already failed for that your seat remains vacant. So I'm using this medium to tell Tony Okocha to take note of this, and that chairman of youth in the state say that the youth, they are appealing to you not to take power from their hands. My brother, those people, they should learn from this. They should not disturb Governor Fubara, because God has sent it to govern River State very well. Finally, pertaining this house building that collapsed in the local government is not all done. I beg, don't distract this our amiable chairman again, Mr. Abosi. This man is doing well. Only distracting in the FGA secretariat for them to barricade the local government secretariat without any order from anywhere. Is it a personal interest? It's not done. Police, they say you are the friend of the people. No, I'm not agree with that statement. They are not doing what we are and what we like. That's my own concern. Thank you very much.
All right, John in Omudioga, good morning.
Yeah, Ifeanyi Andrew, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Yeah, your friend John Amada Lepe from Omudioga.
Go on.
Paul said that governor can transmit his business with Okujumbo-led administration, which is a welcome development in River State. On the issue of all these matter, talking about Martin Zameli and Okujumbo, that one has come to pass. We are talking about 2025 is a new era that the state needs to move forward. Secondly, in Onega, council boss speaking about Felix Ogwa and Peter Odile. Both of them are the son of Obodo Mandane, who have done very well to Onega. He's not talking on the media in the back. You see carry one cow to go and say, hey, Oga, sorry. You know, we are into politics. Oga, we are into politics. We are council chairman. Please forgive us. Oga, sorry. Both of them, Felix Ogwa and Odile, they have done well to the people of Orashi, mostly Omoko. The council chairman should know that he grew up from house of Felix Ogwa. No matter anything is big today, they don't come and spoil Onega, because what Onega suffered 7 years ago or 10 years ago is not something they have to come and start again in 2020, this 2025 million. Please, they should be cautioned and know the words that they will use. Even though they want to play politics, they should don't play it in their own ethnic group, Onega, because those people suffer losses about 10 years ago. They should not start again.
All right, Justice in Omudio. John, thank you very much. Let's go to Justice, still calling from Omudioga. Good morning, Justice.
Yes. Thank you very much. Absolutely, Andrew.
Yep, go on.
The statement made by Felix Ogwa against former River State Governor. Please, former River State Governor, Dr. Peter Odile, is another statesman, and we hold him in a very high esteem. People of such caliber should be respected. So any thought or words against these people will always be condemned. Andrew, please, I am calling the attention of Rivers people and that of Governor Steve Fubara on what is happening in Imo local government. The level of underdevelopment in Imo local government calls for urgent government attention. As we speak, there is no power supply in Omudioga, Rumuchi, Rumevo, and Ineba. But the chairman said there is no power supply in all the communities in Imo local government. It is very wrong. If all those things you hear on social media about Imo local government, it does not reflect the true state of things in Imo local government. We are suffering. And the worst part is that we have a local government chairman, David Omereji, who does not care about the well-being of the people. Please, the media should help us and call David Omereji to wake up. That man should work. Why can't Imo local government be like Faga, be like Obiabo, be like KK? December salary for council workers should have not paid. But Omereji paid in SA so they can be fed with inactiveness on social media. Are we going to continue like this? Please, we need all
right.
government attention in our local government. Please.
Let's take one more from Emeka. All right, thank you, Justice. Let's take one more from Emeka in Elele Alimini. Good morning, Emeka.
I disagree with that young man that just spoke last. How can someone that is staying in Warren, you know what is happening in Nemo local government? My dear brother, there is peace in Nemo local government, there is development. David Dominiki, he has light up all the 14 walls of Nemo local government. There is light. I'm also speaking to you now. I'm in Nemo local government. There is light. There is development. It's only a local government chairman that has paid all areas in Nemo local government. He also gave Nemo local government staff Christmas bonus of 30,000. He also gave them 25 bags of rice. Why some people that say in Warren will come to Nemo and be, if you are a Nemo person, someone that say in Warren, I know him very well. He has not been saying in Nemo for a very long time. Maybe he don't know what is happening.
Emeka, can you go on and make your contribution and allow the council to respond to that if they think it's not accurate?
I'm coming. I want to sincerely condemn the statement coming from Felix Obua. Felix Obua is a man that I respect very much. I don't know you come to public and disgrace our leader, Dr. Peter Odele, in that manner. This politics of stomach politics is a problem. Felix Obua is a political trader. How can you come up here and be insulting our leader? Odele have done so much, especially the Ikwere people. I came from Ikwere. Odele is the only man that liberated the Ikwere people politically in 1999. Thank you and God bless you.
All right, Emeka, thank you very much. We go over to Facebook and take some more messages there. Skifu Piro says schools in Rivers State resume today. I'm sure not all schools would resume. Egbono says the governor to transact business with three lawmakers is judicial rascality. Emil Kamonde says Nigerians should be more worried about another COVID-19-like virus that could spread. Oluna says the court said Rivers State government can do business with three lawmakers. It's a welcome development. Ogo Jonah Justice says World Bank president was a yes. That goes a lot of ways. I know that you might be referring to when Uche Ken said square pegs and square holes. Technically, if you did engineering, you did. It's on the World Bank is quite different. There are some areas where I think for something that requires engineering, well, many would make the argument that an engineer would be best. It's almost like in the health sector. It's always best to say, let a doctor be the commissioner or the minister. There are some areas where you can decide to say, okay, you just need somebody with, good brains on top of their shoulders. And then you have workers in the ministry that know what it is. And that's also another angle from where these appointments are made sometimes. You just need somebody who's a great administrator. And you have the civil servants who work in the ministry who know the what and what. So as a great administrator, if you know how to work with those civil servants, you definitely would know what to do and how to go about this. That's why it's a political appointment. Commissioner, it's a political appointment. Now, the engineers and all of those people should be the ones working in the ministry from day to day. So it's both ways. The argument goes both ways, and both ways it would make sense. It's now dependent on the leadership to decide which way they want to follow. All right. Obioma Noble says, court says the governor can do business with three lawmakers. It's a welcome development. Obiajuma Thank God says Governor Fubara should. But I think, Obiajuma, you have to send that again. Lorenzo Delight, incessant collapse of buildings is caused by greed of contractors and engineers, including inability of government to monitor, government monitoring teams to do their jobs. I've said this also, it involves everybody. But by government we mean the ministry, the people who own the jobs, then the engineers that they employ to do the job. Sometimes engineers would give owner of work specifications of what should do this work and how much it will cost. Owner of the job does not have the money. Would now say, can we not do like this? And that is where some people will not compromise. Some engineers will say, okay, we fit do them. So it's everybody that's involved. And it's sad that despite what we have seen now, people will still continue to do this thing. people will still continue, and we might still have more collapses in the future. Not like I'm a prophet of doom, but because we are not sure about the right thing being done. This is not the first collapse. The last one that happened, we also said the same thing now, that we hope it will be the last. We hope the same procedure that everywhere we're cordoned off, all these things were said, the same thing, and then another one has happened. So it means we're doing it's a wrong approach. We have to change the approach. It's not enough to cordon off, to say we would do this. It's not enough. There has to be a system in place that would really force people to do the right thing. And that's it on the newspaper review segment of the Morning Crossfire today. My name is Ifeami Andrew. We'll take a commercial, and then the news follows at 7. Good morning.